Ukrainian troops destroy entire Russian battalion and eliminate top commander. Ukrainian forces inflicted a heavy defeat on Putin's army in fierce battles in the Sumy region. Russia's army launched a cross-border offensive from Kursk into Ukraine's northern region in May. The Kremlin's generals claimed they were trying to create a buffer zone and hoped to pull Ukrainian forces from the eastern and southern fronts. Latest estimates by both Ukrainian and Western intelligence suggest that some 50,000 Russian troops are gathered just across the border in the Kursk region, ready to support the ongoing assaults. However, Zelensky's army pulled off a major victory over the weekend, recapturing a key village and wiping out at least 3 Russian battalions. Soldiers from Russia's 30th, 40th, and 155th Separate Motorized Rifle Battalion were cut off while trying to defend the settlement of Kindrativka. Putin's army was unable to deploy reserves to help the stranded units due to a serious shortage of troops. The encircled battalions were then systematically bombed by artillery and FPV kamikaze drones from Ukraine's 225th Separate Assault Battalion. During the intense aerial onslaught, the commander of the 30th Battalion was killed, according to the independent Ukrainian intelligence service Deep State. The Ukrainian unit went on to liberate Kindrativka, the second village it has driven the Russian army away from in recent days. The fighting in Sumy region remains intense, with Ukrainian troops continuing to erode Russian positions and holding ground despite relentless pressure from across the border. Ukrainian soldiers are cutting through the Russian flanks along the main axis of the Russian assault, according to the military analyst Bogdan Miroshenkov. Meanwhile, 20,000 wrecked vehicles behind them. Russians crawled towards Siversk like there's no tomorrow. A Russian tank column rolled into a bloody disaster outside Siversk in eastern Ukraine, but Moscow's troops are still advancing. A surprising Russian armored assault ended in disaster for the Russians as they tried and failed to break through Ukrainian defenses outside Siversk in eastern Ukraine's Donetsk Oblast. But that doesn't mean the Russians aren't creeping toward frontline settlements including Siversk, trading a few vehicles and a lot of bodies for every meter. Russian regiments are moving toward the city and may begin an assault, according to Ukrainian Center for Defense Strategies. The doomed Russian armored assault outside Siversk, a relative rarity as Russia's vehicle losses exceed 20,000, and the Kremlin holds back most of its surviving tanks and fighting vehicles for future use. Involved 6 tanks, 9 armored personnel carriers, an armored recovery vehicle, 12 Lada compact cars, 2 all-terrain vehicles, and a staggering 41 motorcycles from the 3rd Combined Arms Army. The Ukrainian 54th Mechanized Brigade and 81st Air Mobile Brigade struck back with the first-person view drones, bomber drones, and presumably artillery. Most of the equipment was destroyed or damaged, Special Kerosene Cat noted after they and other Ukrainian observers scrutinized drone videos of the assault. Russian infantry losses are estimated at around a company killed and wounded, Special Kerosene Cat reported. That's potentially more than 100 casualties. The horrific losses belie very gradual Russian gains around Siversk. However, tactical gains by the enemy northeast of Siversk indicate that Russian troops have reached a line several kilometers from Siversk. It's unclear how much the belated deployment of increasingly precious armored vehicles is helping the Russian war effort, as Russia's wider war on Ukraine grinds into its 42nd month. The Russians tend to attack with infantry riding on motorcycles or even marching on foot. The growing proportion of the 46-ton, 3-person T-72Bs in the Russian inventory is the latest sign that Russian regiments are demechanizing. That is, evolving or devolving into infantry-first formations. It's a costly approach, but it can work. Russian infantry have exploited Ukrainian brigades' desperate manpower shortage. Kiev's army is about 100,000 trained infantry and recently marched through gaps in Ukrainian lines northeast to Pokrovsk, further closing a pincer around that city 90 kilometers southwest of Siversk. Russian commanders tried to hasten Pokrovsk's fall by pulling their dwindling reserves of tanks out of the vehicles' protective hideouts and rolling them into action on the city's southern flank, where small Russian sabotage groups have lately enjoyed some limited success infiltrating Ukrainian lines. The problem for the Russians is where the tanks went. They traveled along a notorious road of death for Russian vehicles, threading from the Russian stronghold of Selidovi through the village of Shevchenko, a few miles south of Pokrovsk. The 155th Mechanized Brigade's drones spotted the Russian tanks and infantry fighting vehicles, a dozen or so, coming on Saturday. Coordinated actions of artillery and unmanned systems forces of the 155th Mechanized Brigade thwarted another assault on the Pokrovsk direction. The brigade reported the entire enemy column was destroyed. Tanks have become a second priority in war, a Ukrainian tanker named Bohdan told David Kirchenko, an analyst for the Center for European Policy Analysis in Washington, D.C. It's now a war of artillery, drones, and infantry. Ukraine may have the edge in drones, but Russia has a lot more troops and artillery, so the wholesale destruction of rare Russian armored columns might not mean much in the end. Russia can lose more of its dwindling stocks of tanks and still advance. CDS announced it expects more aggressive Russian action around Siversk in the coming weeks. The 3rd Combined Arms Army will try to break through to the northern bank of the Siversky Donets River between Yampil and Hyrorivka, and from the southeast towards Siversk.